in Kaio. This video will be a little bit different than usual because I'm just gonna talk and I wanna answer to the two most common questions that I get. How often should I practice one specific move? Or how long does it take to learn a specific move? It's not possible to answer this question. And in this video I'm gonna explain you why. First of all, each one of us is different and starts from different basics. It really depends from your background, if you did other sports, other disciplines before breaking, if you are flexible, if you are strong, if your coordination is good. It also depends from the mindset. Do you have a positive and constructive mindset when you practice moves? Do you have a negative mindset when you practice moves? Do you practice correctly? Do you practice in a way that is not optimal for you? So there are really too many factors to consider. Let me give you an example. How long does it take to learn one round of flare? For some people, it can take even just one day if they have, for example, a gymnastics or a calisthenics background, if they are flexible already, if they have a good strength already. But for some other people, learning just one round of flare could take even years. If they start in a bad body shape, if they are not flexible, if they are not strong. So as you can see, there is a very huge difference. It can take one day, it can take multiple years. It really depends. Maybe you can think like, okay, I'm kinda average, normal. So how long does it take for an average person? Also for this question, there is no reply. It can take a few weeks, it can take months, it can take 1 year. It really depends from all the other factors that I mentioned before. The mindset that you have, if you practice correctly or not, how often are you practicing, and also keep in mind that an average doesn't really exist. Everyone is really different from each other. The question that you should really ask yourself is, do I have enough basics to learn this move properly? Instead of asking yourself how long will it take to learn flares, ask yourself, do I have enough basics to learn flares? Don't think about the time that it will take, but think about the basics you need. Flare is just an example, but this can be applied for each move. Or even not just moves, but even sets or other goals that you have in breaking. Now, to answer the question, how long should I practice one move? Or how long should I practice in general? Also for this question, it depends. There is not a specific answer. Should I practice every day? Should I practice 6 times a week? Should I practice 5? 2? What I really recommend is starting little. So start with only 1 time per week maybe, or 2 times per week, only 1 hour at a time. So if you are a complete beginner, only practice 1 hour and 1 hour 2 different days per week, something like that. Then after a few weeks, after 3 weeks, after 1 month, increase by 1 day or increase by 1 hour per day. So for example, after 1 month, depending also on how you feel, you can try to increase to 3 times per week, only 1 hour every time. Or maybe 2 times per week, but 2 hours every time. Something like that. Then after 2 weeks, 3 weeks or 1 month, increase even more, but just a little bit. And slowly with time, add more time in your practice. Studying directly by practicing every day could lead to injuries or can make you feel less motivated with time, or maybe lack of energy. So I don't really recommend starting directly with many times per week or many hours per day. I recommend this option only if you are someone that is already used to practice a lot in other disciplines or other sports. For example, again, if you come from a gymnast or a calisthenics or another dance style background, and if you was used to practice almost every day or every day for like 2 hours per day, I think in this specific case, you can start directly with multiple days in a week, maybe 3, 4, or even 5. But I still recommend to not practice for too many hours at the same time, because if you're new to the discipline, you really have to get used to the movements in order to avoid injuries. If you are already a b-boy or a bigger and you dance since some years already, how much should you practice? So think about how much you're practicing right now. If you want to increase, just increase gradually and slowly. So don't think like, okay, from next week I'm gonna practice every day, like 3 hours per day or 4 or even more, but increase gradually and slowly. So you give your body time to adapt. Also, don't trust someone that will tell you you have to do this number of repetitions and this number of sets to learn this move, because this is also different from person to person. For example, again with the flare. If a person is already athletic, it could be that just with 50 repetitions he will learn 1 round of flare, or even less maybe. If a person doesn't have any background, doesn't have any basics, it can take up to 10,000 repetitions to learn the move. So it's really subjective. I know that this is not the answer you want to hear, maybe, because most of people want specific numbers, like you need to do this in order to learn that, but it's way more complex than that. Each one of us has different body shapes, different backgrounds, different mindset. I recommend you to practice with someone that can motivate you or that can teach you how to progress faster. I recommend you to practice with someone that already achieved the goals that you want to achieve. This will make your progress faster. If you don't have anyone to surround yourself with, I recommend to have a coach or someone that can guide you through your journey. So you don't waste your time and just practice randomly or follow too many tutorials. Some of them are good, but some other cannot be good for you. But if you have someone that can analyze your specific case, it will be way better for you. That's it for this video. I really hope it was useful, and see you next time with a new tutorial. Yo ninjas!